Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2022 and I'm so excited, especially to be talking about the topic that I will be speaking on today, which is super important, especially during the beginning of the year. So how this even came about was that I was asking my friend, like, what should my first video of the year be like? What should it be? And she was all like, basically what the title of this video is what came out of her mouth, like letting the Lord establish your plans and not making your own plans and just going with, you know, wherever the Lord leads. And so that's what I'll be talking about today, because let's be real, like everyone always tries to set these resolutions that they know they're not going to stick to, and it's just so like mundane and repetitive. And why this is not the year to be stuck in the same place that you were before. Like, this is the year of productivity, this is the year of success, this is the year of breakthrough for a lot of us, so for all of us. And so yeah, the first thing first is, in order to allow the Lord to establish your plans, you have to get familiar with Him. So through fasting and prayer, which is something that I do month to month, it has changed my life. It has changed the dynamic of my relationship with God. It has drawn me closer to Him. It has strengthened my faith, and it has allowed me to walk deeper with God. And so that's number one. That is the number one thing. Like, this is a must. If you want your year to be like ordered by the Lord, if you want Him to lead you, then you have to be able to remove and get yourself out of all the noise and just be with Him, so you can hear His voice and you can hear what He's trying to tell you and where He's trying to lead you through His Spirit. And so fasting and prayer is definitely necessary. It is a command in the Bible. Like, this is not something that we should be, you know, just ignoring. Like, this is something that God tells us to do. It says when you fast and pray, not if you fast and pray. So that is number one. Some things that fasting does is it allows you to think with a clear mind. It brings you clarity. It draws you near to God and makes you aware of the closeness of Him. And He's literally with you every day, everywhere that you go. And when you fast and pray, it just makes you more aware of that, because you're more sensitive to His Spirit, right? So in that sense, the more sensitive you are, the more you'll be able to hear Him and feel the Spirit tugging you which direction you need to go, how you should make decisions and things like that. So that's why it's very necessary. If you want God to lead you this year, then you need to fast and pray. Now, some verses that I have to encourage you are, number one is, commit everything you do to the Lord, trust Him, and He will help you. Also, the verse before that, Psalms 37:4 and 5, it says, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desires. And as you fast and pray, you start to become more and more like God. The more time you spend with Him, the more time you set your focus on Him, the more you become like Him. So your heart's desires will eventually morph into His desires for you. And so when you ask for something, it will already align with the will of God. So He won't give you desires that He knows that is not in His will for you. He's going to give you desires of whatever's in His will for your life. So the more that you fast, the more that you seek Him, the more you become like Him, and then He will fulfill your desires. So Proverbs 16:3 says, commit your actions to the Lord and your plans will succeed. So this reminds me of Esther, when she was going to go to the king to plead for her people, for the law to be reversed against her people. The first thing she did was go and order everyone to fast. And they did a dry fast. They didn't drink water, they didn't eat no food for 3 whole days. Like, that's a little much, but she did what she had to do. And during that time, she met with God and she prayed, and she knew that God was with her before she stepped foot and went and talked to the king. So another thing fasting and prayer does is give you confidence to do the will of God. Now, like I said, we always tend to set our resolutions and our goals for the year. So something that you can ask yourself is, what do you need to do in order to get to where you want to be? Now, this is more than just setting a resolution. This is actually thinking of what actually needs to take place. What do I actually need to commit to in order for me to get there? So this is, I feel that a lot of people who are kind of like new to this, like they feel that letting God lead them just means that they step back completely and they don't have to do anything. Like they're just waiting on God. But that's not really what's supposed to happen. Like, you're supposed to be working while you're waiting on God. Like, you're supposed to be, doing what you can control, what you can improve on, the self-work. Like, it's not just God working by himself. Like, you need to be putting in the work as well. So what can you do in order to get you to where you want to be? So that's number 2. Ask yourself this and really think about this. Then number 3 is write it out. Now, we love making our vision boards. We love, planning out our years. But actually, something that I am working on this year is creating a spreadsheet. So I have my months listed. I have the areas of my life that I want to work on. So I have my spiritual life. I have my emotional, what I want to work on emotionally, mentally, relationally, my relationship with people, my family, just in general. And then I have physically. So just whatever categories that apply to you, whatever you want to work on, list those out on like a spreadsheet, on Excel, Google Sheet, whatever you want to use. List them out. And then right next to that, you're going to list what you want to accomplish, and you can do this yearly. You can do this for the year. You can do this month to month. Me personally, I like to do month to month. So you can write out what you want to accomplish for the month, for the year, whatever you want to do, even for the week if you want to be real specific. And then right next to that, you say how you're going to accomplish it. Like, what are you going to do in order to accomplish it? Then right next to that, you're going to put how often you're going to do that. So for an example, I say I want to be more healthy this January. So January's there. That would fall into the physical, physically. I would put that in my physical category. And then I would put I want to be more healthy. And then what I'm going to do that is I'm going to schedule workouts 3 times a week. I'm going to select specific workouts for each day of those weeks that I'll be working out. And then my how often would be 3 times a week, right? So these are the type of things that you can do to make sure that you're being productive and that you're progressing and that you're doing what you can. You're doing the best that you can to get yourself to where you want to be, and then God will take care of the rest, right? So yes, create a vision board. If you're trying to save money, create a budget. Just be intentional. Like, it's not just saying that I want to accomplish this. It's what am I going to do in order to accomplish it then. So you need to think about action steps, things that will get you to where you're going. And yeah, so while you guys are writing out your to-dos and your action steps and how you're going to accomplish what you set out to this year, remember to make them realistic. Like, don't schedule yourself. Don't do things that you know that you're gonna be discouraged. Like, if you know you're not gonna work out 7 times a week, so you can do 3 to 5, you can do 5 to 6. Just give yourself a minimum and a maximum so that you're not feeling like you failed if you don't meet that 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So be realistic with your goals and what you want to do, and always remember, like, it's okay to allow God to lead, but that doesn't just mean that you're sitting back chilling. Like, get get yourself going, put yourself to work on yourself, and so that when God prepares it, like gets ready to bless you, you'll be ready to receive it because you have done the work and that you have improved yourself and you have gotten to the place where you're ready to receive the blessing that God has for you. So keep that in mind. And yeah, at the end of the day, I think that 2020 and 2021 has taught us that we never know what's going to happen. Every day is a new day, a new possibility, and we always have to allow ourselves grace for the unforeseen events that happen in our lives. So if something throws you off for like a day, for a week, give yourself grace. Like, don't be so hard on yourself and don't feel like you're failing. Like, every day is a new day. God's mercies are new every morning. So pick yourself right back up and look at every day as a new chance to start over, to start afresh. So lastly, I want to leave you with this verse. You can make many plans, but the Lord's will prevail. Or the Lord's purpose will prevail. And that is Proverbs 19:21. So that is all for this video. I hope this blesses you. I hope this encourages you. And I hope this helps you to have a blessed and successful, thriving year in the name of Jesus. And I pray that you guys just, walk faithfully and with confidence and boldness this year. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Later.